You do have a guest, though, and that guest will probably want to spend like the hour before bedtime just hanging out doing nothing. So you've got a limited amount of time with me.
I don't know why this is opening like this. Oh, I wanted to stay big, but it won't let me. Gross. Oh well, this will have to do. Reading. I get to read now. Exciting. Something I'm very good at, reading aloud. Okay. Got my red flag ready. Accessible. In case I need it. Alright. Am I the
It definitely,
asshole? Can I
it
help you?
definitely gonna need it.
Mm. Oh, I'm sure. Have you read ahead?
Listen, you had it up
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
the screen
Mm-hmm.
while you were fiddling
Mm-hmm.
around,
Mm-hmm.
looking at this. While you were fiddling
Mm-hmm.
around, looking at your phone screen. What do you expect for me to have done? Looked at your face while you're looking at your phone?
Yes, that's exactly what I expect. I expect you to look right here. This is where I expect you to look, right here. At all times. At all times.
Well, I was looking there. Your face just wasn't there. That's exactly where the screen was.
All right. Am I the asshole for leaving my sister's wedding early because she kept my husband out of pictures?
No.
My you don't get to say beforehand if you've read the post already. Okay. We only get to make snap judgments when we have no idea what the context is. Those are
I
my
didn't finish it.
those are my favorite ones. Are the ones that are like, am I the asshole for like something that's really obviously they're not the asshole for, and just be like, we don't need to read this post.
Or the ones where they make the headline like something that sounds really horrible and then either it is or it isn't. I really adore those. Like the ones that are like, not this, but like, am I the asshole for shitting in someone's mouth? You know? And then you read it and it's like they're not, and you're like, oh my God.
Ooh, shocking. Yeah. I've got some music on very quietly in the background, just so it's not, completely silent. If it ends up,
Yeah.
if it ends up being too much, I can turn it off. But I literally have it as low as I could put it without muting it, so um, it may not even be perceptible in the background. So, oh, it is a little bit. Now that it's gone silent, I can see that there's actually a difference in the waveforms, but we'll see. All right. Am I the asshole for leaving my sister's wedding early because she got my husband out of the pictures? My 31. Oh man, that always throws me off when they do that. The poster is a 31-year-old male. My sister, Anne, 34 female, got married on Saturday. My husband of 7 years, Mark, 32 male, was there with me, and up until one point, it was an amazing event. After the ceremony, Anne wanted a picture with all of our siblings. There are 5 of us, and their respective partners, so we started lining up. When Anne saw that my husband was standing next to me, she shook her head and said something about him ruining the aesthetic. Apparently, her plan was to put one man and one woman next to each other alternately. My younger sister, 18 female, who doesn't have a partner, was standing on the very side, offered to stand between the two of us so we could be close to Anne's wish. Close and Anne's wishes would be respected. Oh, it's a gay couple. Okay.
Reasonable.
It's a gay couple. Okay. I was like, I missed that. Gay. Happy Pride. I thought it was a great solution, but Anne disagreed and told Mark to get out of the picture. He's quite introverted and tries to avoid confrontation under all circumstances, so he simply complied and told me not to get angry. But it was obvious that he was hurt and disappointed by being left out. Obviously, it didn't stop me from getting angry, and I walked away with him. I can understand that Anne wants her wedding pictures to look exactly how she imagined them, but I think the idea that my younger sister proposed was very reasonable. I congratulated Anne and her husband one last time, but then said my goodbyes. When I was asked why we were leaving early, especially before taking the pictures, I said that I didn't feel like our presence was wanted. We left
Because it
before
was.
we left before dinner was served, and I took Mark out to his favorite restaurant to cheer him up a little. Anna's texted me since, saying that I was being overdramatic and making a fuss over nothing. Our parents have tried to remain neutral, but expect for my younger sister, the rest of the family supports except for my younger sister, the rest of the family supports Anne and thinks that leaving early was going too far and that I should have sucked it up instead of ruining her big day. I don't think you ruined her big day. You left after the service. Like, if you'd, like, got up and left in the middle of the service while they were, like, saying their vows, then, yeah, that'd be ruining the day, but, like, it was at the after stuff when you do pictures and stuff.
Yeah, leaving early because somebody's being homophobic to you when it doesn't affect anyone else for you to leave early. How is that going too far?
Yeah. My husband, I love that it says edit typos, but not all the typos were fixed. My husband is able-bodied and white, so is most of my family, but we are indeed a gay couple. So just to confirm that he's not like standing out because he's like a different color or something, that he doesn't stand out. He blends in very much.
I don't understand why they would choose to take the picture in the way that she described if it is obvious that it's going to not turn out the way she wants it to turn out. Like, why is it necessary to take that one picture?
Also,
why is that picture necessary?
Also, she wants one man, one woman next to each other alternately. That's not aesthetically pleasing.
No, it is not.
To have, like, it's more aesthetically pleasing to have, like, the men in the back and the women in the front. Or the tall people in the back and the short people in the front, whoever the tall partner is versus the short partner, you know, like that would be more aesthetically pleasing. Not one guy, one girl, one guy, one girl, because especially if you've got like really tall dudes and pretty average sized women, like it's going to be like a back and forth height exchange. So I'm not able to picture how that would look nice in terms of aesthetics, especially since I assume the women are wearing one color and the men are wearing another, especially if this is part of like the wedding party or something, the ones that have to wear the same colors and shit. But I mean, we don't obviously have that whole, I'd like to see what the picture ended up looking like. So I can determine if it mattered that the gay husband wasn't in there. You know,
like the fact that she's saying it wasn't how she pictured, but this guy has been in her brother's life for
7 years.
8 years at least, because I'm assuming they knew each other for maybe a year before they got married. If this person has been in this guy's life for 8 years and she's talking about how it's not how she pictured something, 8 years is plenty enough time to picture things a different way.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's just another one of those streets that's like spending her whole life dreaming of her wedding. I don't know. I don't understand people who like dream since they were a child about their wedding. Especially not a photo. Like, there's no way that she's been dreaming since she was a child about this particular photo. I mean, this is the kind of thing that you think of while you're planning the wedding, so you already know he's homo.
I mean, like, you're not a straight girl, so you wouldn't understand, but that's what straight girls do from day one of their lives. Like, that's what they do. Like, they plan all of it.
And this is why I don't associate with straight girls.
How do I make this bold as fuck? I want to make it bold as fuck.
But now you can't see the little smiley face.
You couldn't anyways.
Sir, you can.
You cannot. It's very small.
Promise you can. You also made it sideways, so it's harder to see.
Yep, I made it sideways so it was more aesthetically pleasing. It was sticking out weird when it wasn't sideways. I mean, I guess I can do one of... There it is. And then put it back here.
Oh yeah, you're right. You kind of can't see it.
Uh-huh. Of course I'm right.
Oh well.
I'm looking at it on a computer monitor, whereas you're looking at it on a phone, so...
Promise I'm looking at it on a computer monitor.
Oh, that's true. You have it pulled up. I forgot.
Yep.
I'm just used to you interacting on the phone. Come on, thing. Trying to find the right thing to click. I got it.
You made it.
I did it. I want to merge these into a folder. So yeah, not the asshole. We can read some comments as well. Has your sister always been shamelessly homophobic, or has the wedding brought out a new side of her? Let me just make a new folder, because it won't. Okay. And then whenever we do a video call, I can just add that to the folder. Oh, I gotta open the fucking folder. Jesus. Forget how fucking annoying these are sometimes. There we go. And now I can just stick it right there. No, not there. Right there. God damn it. Ah. Streaming is hard. Okay. Not the asshole. She expects you to celebrate her marriage while she disrespects yours. Good on you for respecting your husband. Yada yada. Not the asshole, not the asshole. Yeah. Boop. Alright. Oh. I gotta stop sitting like that because my feet have been falling asleep so fast today. Yep, we got an asshole marked one. Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving dinner? Shit. Am I the asshole for leaving dinner to get my son McDonald's even though food was served? Also, fun fact, it is a near record high outside today at 90 degrees currently. It was 92 degrees yesterday. It will be 93 degrees on Friday. And my apartment is at 73 degrees, the warmest it's ever been.
So toasty.
Yeah, so it seems that the apartment stays about 20 degrees below how hot it is outside. So
let's hope it doesn't keep pace in the winter.
Yeah, I don't think it will, but it probably will more so than it does in the summer because warm air rises. So, whereas right now that's helping me because all of the hot air is going up out of my apartment. But once it's cold, it might be really cold in here, so I might actually have to use the heat in the winter. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm very curious to find out, but obviously we're gonna have to wait for winter to come around. All right. Oh, my legs. Gotta stop sitting like a gay, Max. I gotta stop sitting like a gay. I know it's Pride Month, but I can't be sitting like this.
You gotta embrace your inner gay.
I know. Also, my ears are sore from wearing the headphones for 14 hours yesterday. All right. A friend of my wife's invited my family, my wife, 29, our son, 5, and I, 26, over for dinner with him, 30, and his daughter, 5. So many numbers. As long as we've known him, this friend has kept to a very strict diet, which has almost always led to us eating over at his place. But he is an excellent cook, so I've never minded. He has a strict diet, so he cooks. Okay. We have not, however, seen him since both our children were infants. For dinner, we were served salmon with quinoa and arugula. Arugula? There we go. I don't know where that came from, but, you know, it's fine. My son is very mild for a 5-year-old. He throws tantrums very rarely and is the opposite of a picky eater, but I could tell from how he was acting that he was not vibing with this meal. He was picking at his plate, shuffling food, and while he did not try the salmon, he didn't seem to like it. I asked him if he was happy with his dinner, and he said no, he wasn't. I basically said, haha, kids, right? And asked if there was anything else for my son to eat. My wife's friend said that his daughter just eats whatever he makes, so he doesn't keep kid food around the house. I'm sorry, your kid got served home-cooked salmon and won't eat it? I'm sorry, you've raised a bad child. I don't know what to tell you.
To be fair, children tend to have much stronger taste buds, so if you're feeding a child arugula, which has a very strong flavor, that is probably something that child is going to absolutely despise, especially if they're not like used to healthy food like this. Like if the parents are like, oh, our 5-year-old, we're going to feed them like mac and cheese and chicken nuggets. If they go over to someone's house and they're given salmon and arugula, that is definitely grounds for not wanting to eat that.
Well, the arugula I can understand, but salmon just by itself is tasty.
Not everyone likes fish, though. I don't like salmon.
Well, you're weird, so, you know, we don't have to... We don't count your anecdotal evidence. We count my anecdotal evidence of liking it, though.
I see how it is.
Yeah. My wife said it was fine. Our son would be fine. While he is a mild kid, he definitely gets hangry, and this was the beginning of our night, so we anticipated being there for an additional hour or two. I said that our son needed to eat so he'd have energy to play, and apologized, saying I'd be gone for a few minutes, picking something up for our kid. My wife's friend seemed irked, but said he'd try and keep my plate warm. I was gone for about 30 minutes. You didn't even eat your food first? Just eat your food first, and then go get your stupid fucking kids a Happy Meal. Like, your stupid fucking kid can wait till after the food's done. I'm not gonna sacrifice my warm plate of food that this friend cooked for me because my stupid child won't eat the food.
Yeah, if the child is that quote-unquote mild, then the kid can wait until they're done.
Yeah, if they don't want to eat the food that's served for them now, they have to wait to eat the replacement food.
Yeah, it's the timing that makes this person an asshole.
Yeah. I was gone for 30 minutes and came back with a Happy Meal. I ordered extra fries in case his daughter wanted any, which she was not allowed to have. By the time I was back, dinner was winding down. My son ate his meal, we had dessert, and he went off to play with his friend. It was definitely a hiccup in the night, but things went fine, and we had a good time. But my wife was definitely cold with me. When we got home 3 hours after dinner, she told me that I was an ass at dinner for no reason. I pointed out that if I hadn't gotten our son dinner, he would have been a monster the entire way home, to which she replied that we would have left earlier. I said I was just looking to solve the problem as it happened, and that if her friend had been more accommodating, we wouldn't have been in the situation in the first place.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she got offended on his behalf, and we decided to just go to bed because we clearly were not getting anywhere. It's been 2 days since, things are still stilted between us, and I'm not sure where I went wrong. Am I the asshole for leaving dinner to get my son food even though dinner was served? Yes.
I don't understand buying fries for the friend's kid if the friend's kid can't eat them. Why not just set expectations about what can and cannot be eaten in the house? Like, especially...
Yeah, I don't know if he knew that the kid wasn't allowed. I don't know if he...
And bring the food back? Don't bring back food that is inappropriate to be in that house.
It's possible that because the parent has a strict diet that he just cooks the same shit for his daughter, and encourages the same healthy diet for his daughter, and this guy just didn't know that.
So much more communication could have happened here.
Yeah, I agree. Why does my throat itch all of a sudden? For no reason. I wonder if my Monster's cold again. I was drinking the orange Monster, and it just... You know how the orange Monster starts to taste like orange juice after it gets warm?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you, by the way, when I walk away. The carpet is still damp from where I sprayed it. Yeah, it's better. Alright, there we go.
Oh, Rot. TLDR is this guy took his kid over to have dinner with a friend. Kid hated the friend's food. Guy left to get his child a Happy Meal in the middle of dinner.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. That's about the gist of it. I do not like warm Monster. There are some Monster flavors that are still tasty when they're at room temperature, but the orange one is very specifically one that for me is not, because when it's cold it tastes like an orange popsicle, but when it's warm it tastes like orange juice, and that is not the texture I want in my mouth when I drink a Monster. So, you know, it's a very different drink when it's room temperature for me. He didn't like the food.
Dear God. My mother just texted me saying she's coming this coming weekend.
Well, that's
Dear God.
That's not a lot of heads up.
It's really not. It's like...
It's Tuesday. Oh, Max died. R.I.P. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Or are you just sitting there?
I was reading the text message from my mother. She said, I don't want you to worry about preparing anything. Like, honey,
Is she like
you are
planning on staying with Xana or in like her hotel? Because how else are you supposed to not plan for her coming?
they're staying in a hotel. She said they're going to get here on Thursday.
That's not this weekend. That's 2 days from now.
Yeah, she said they're going to be here Thursday through Sunday. You can't. No, stop. Can't. Don't. Please.
The way I would move again if my mother suddenly texted me saying she was going to come visit, I would not be living here anymore. I would vacate the premises and break my lease.
It's too bad that I already gave her my address.
Oh, I gave mine as well. So,
like, you can't not, but like a week. Like a week, I think a week is reasonable.
yeah, like I'll be there next weekend. Like if she was going to come next Thursday, this would be a reasonable time to tell you.
I mean, she isn't staying over, so
Yeah,
there's that.
she's not staying with Max, so it's not really intrusive per se. If she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come stay with you. I'll see you Thursday," then that would be intrusive. But it's just more inconvenient than anything.
Like, what if I had plans? I don't tell her everything I do in my life.
Yeah, what if you were coming to see me? As I wave the red flag.
Yeah, wave a red flag for my mother.
Yes, for Max's mom. Red flag. Not enough in advance. Yeah, my mother would never come visit. But she said she was gonna send me a housewarming gift, and I've yet to receive it. So I feel a little stilted. So it's probably gonna be a box full of shit that I was gonna throw away because that's usually what she sends me. But you know, usually there's like 2 things in the box that are like, ooh, yes, like the lotion, the working hands lotion from the Christmas thing. That was like the only thing out of that box that I actually held on to and used. Or the working hand lotions, because she sent like 3 in that box, which is great. We love that brand. So.
Man, I was really hoping to sleep well tonight.
What do you mean?
Now I'm just going to be thinking about my mother coming to visit me.
Well, you can just do, you can just hang out with me and read, Am I the Asshole posts. Oh, this one doesn't have a result yet.
I mean, I should try my best to attempt to go to sleep at literally any point, except for like 12:30 a.m., which is what
I wonder what I'm going to do on stream tomorrow. If I'm just going to do Zelda, if I'm going to split the day with Zelda and other stuff, because I do have to go to work tomorrow night. So I can't do, like, super duper long stream like I did last night. Not that I would really want to do that anytime soon. But I might just do Zelda and just have it be, like, a short, like, 3-hour stream, since I've got to go into work at 9:30 tomorrow. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if my mother was suddenly like, hey, I'm gonna come visit you. She would never, but like, I don't know what I would do in that situation. I would probably just be like, no, don't do that. Please no, thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking about it and it's stressing me out. What I would do if my mother suddenly, arose. But you actually like your mother, so it's different for you, so.
the longer we sit here not reading Reddit, the more stressed I get, and the more I read of this post that you've left on the screen.
This is true. Okay. Am I the asshole for not catering to my roommate's vegan diet? This does not have a, am I the asshole, /am I the asshole definitive answer on it, so the community has yet to decide. I wonder if you have to hit a certain number of, like, votes for it to actually pop up or not. I'm not sure how that works. Or if a mod has to come in and set it. I don't know how it works.
how does it even determine that? Like, does it like look through
Yeah, it
comments
looks
for
through the
like,
comments and reads, like, that's why you'll see some people put, like, periods in between NTA and stuff like that so that it doesn't count it as a vote.
ah,
Yeah. Some AI shit right there. So me and my roommate have been living together for about a year, and we haven't really had any problems. We're friends, so we're fine sharing a few things in the apartment, but one thing we rarely share is food. Unless we order pizza or something. What's mine is mine, and what's his is his, no exception. So no eating someone else's food, and don't touch their side of the fridge. We basically split the fridge down the middle with little dividers. I get the left, he gets the right. He recently went vegan. I thought nothing would change since we don't share food. However, recently he asked me to stop putting raw meats in the bottom crisper, little drawer thing in the fridge, because the juices could leak onto the other side and get on his vegetables. What kind of juicy ass meats are you putting in the fucking drawer?
the drawers, every fridge has 2 drawers for crispers. How would it touch his stuff?
Mine don't. Mine doesn't.
That's literally the best place to put meat to keep it from touching his stuff.
Well, it sounds like they've split the drawer as well.
But there's always 2 drawers. Why would they split each individual drawer?
Mine doesn't have 2 drawers.
Really?
No, it's a little fridge, but still.
Yeah, it better be a little fridge because every full-size fridge I've ever had has 2 drawers.
It's a skinny fridge, but maybe theirs doesn't. I don't know.
Then you can for temperatures.
Rot's doesn't either. Do you have a normal size fridge, Rot, or do you have a little skinny fridge? Because I have a skinny fridge. Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of having 2 is that you can set them so that way one is the correct temperature for fruit and one is the correct temperature for vegetables. I say temperature, it's like a little slider thing, but it's supposed to be so
like it's more moisture than anything.
Right.
Yeah. But how are you packaging these meats where the juices could leak? Like, that's what I'm concerned about. Like, why is this are they not like in a baggie? Like, is he just throwing the meat in the drawer and it just leaking everywhere? Like, what the fuck's going on?
I do not understand.
Well, in the past, he's put stuff other than meat in his side of the crisper, so I asked if it wasn't a problem, then why is it now? He said it was because he basically only puts vegetables down there and doesn't want them contaminated. I'm not usually so stubborn, but that's the best place to put the meat to keep it fresh, so I told him it'll be fine if he just leaves it, but if he really wants, he can just move his stuff elsewhere. He said there was no room, but basically I said that it's his side of the fridge and that's his problem. That wasn't the end of it, though. Yesterday, I saw him touching my side of the fridge. I didn't want to be childish, so I shrugged it off and didn't mention it. However, I saw that he'd moved my raw meat and put it on top of some yogurt I had bought. Not just that, but it was very precariously perched there and nearly fell when I opened the fridge. I was kind of mad because what if the juices did leak? They'd go right onto or into the yogurt and get me sick.
True.
Into the yogurt. Is your yogurt not closed? What kind of slob is writing this post? Juicy meats, juicing it up all over the place. Open fucking yogurts. I need to see. I want a photo of this fridge. I need to know what this fridge looks like, so I can get an idea of the way these guys store their shit in the fridge. Because I don't know if you've seen a guy's fridge before that isn't me, but they're a hot mess. Okay. My fridge is only not a hot mess because it's all drinks. So
I don't understand why moving meat out of a contained drawer would be less likely to contaminate things.
Well, because he puts his veggies in the drawer.
Yeah, but if he puts the meat in the larger part of the fridge, there's so many more things that the meat could drip onto.
Yeah. This is a messy post in general. And not just because there's juices leaking everywhere.
Just because it's outside of the drawer doesn't mean it couldn't drip into the drawer if it's outside. Stuff does that all the time.
Yeah. Also, the meat would be less fresh. It could have fell, and he's messing with my stuff even though we agreed not to do that to each other. I've confronted him about it, but he said that I'm being childish and said he's going to continue to move my stuff as to not mess his up. I just put my stuff back where I had it and told him not to mess with it. Am I the asshole? I think you're both assholes. I think there's a way to work this out, and either of you are willing to do that. And I think everyone kind of sucks here. I don't think anyone's an asshole. I just think everyone kind of sucks. What you thinking?
I didn't want to be childish, so I just did something passive-aggressive instead of talking to him like a person.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
an everyone sucks here. A very classic everyone sucks here.
Yeah, they do both seem quietly combative. Not the asshole, but how about you compromise and get a reusable, washable container and put your meat into it before you store it? This way you can still put your meat where it fits best on your side of the fridge, and you keep it from potentially leaking on his side. They don't even have to be expensive. A Ziploc bag can easily be turned inside out and washed to reuse it to avoid having excess plastic waste. I've only ever had well-packaged meat leak a handful of times ever in my life, but sometimes you just do a little bit of silly compromise to keep the peace. Yeah. Everyone sucks here. Or everyone here sucks. You didn't even type it right. It's not going to count that as a vote, dumbass. Because it's ESH, not EHS. If it's not a big to rearrange his side. If it's not a big deal to rearrange his side, it's not a big deal to rearrange yours. The drawer is designed for vegetables. Your meat will be just as fresh if placed on the lowest shelf, and you should place meat on a tray or something for the juices anyway. I also find it ironic that you're getting bent out of shape over the meat juices potentially contaminating your yogurt, but when he brought up concerns about it, you shrugged him off. He shouldn't be touching your side, though, if that's against the rules of your place. Yeah, I agree with this, even though they don't know how to type ESH correctly.
Yeah, who is putting meat in the crisper drawer? The person who, like, responded to this is very, very correct. There's a separate drawer that meat goes in.
Yeah, I only put
at the bottom, and there's a second drawer.
I only put meat in that drawer if it's literally the only place left to put it. Like, that's... like, I've put meat down there before, but that was because I was, like, putting all the ingredients for something down there together, just because it was the only place for it. Yeah, there wasn't room elsewhere in the fridge, because my fridge is so small that I ran out of space quite quickly, and the crisper drawer is the biggest part of the fridge, to be honest, with the exception of the very top shelf. So, right now I've got my, like, bottled drinks in there. I've got the cream soda and the root beer in there, just because they fit best down there, so... I got too many drinks. My fridge is 90% Monster and Mountain Dew, so... And yes, I agree with Rod that they both seem quietly combative. I haven't really had any bad roommate experiences, personally. I've had them through Max, but I haven't had any bad roommates myself, because my roommates have been Max and Zoe, both of which I love. So, you know, and both of which were neat and nice and, you know, didn't leave shit just around.
Kitty was a journey. Kitty changed me.
Yeah.
I'm a different person now.
Yeah, if you scroll up in our convo on Discord, there's the photos of her notes.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they're all there.
Triggering.
Yeah. I'm looking at them right now. It's kind of bonkers.
The one about us being two bitches in heat fighting over her nutsack?
Yeah. What the fuck even is this one? What even is
or the
this?
Or the one where she called me Maxi Pad.
What is this? I don't remember this note. I don't know if you're looking at them, so I don't know if you can even tell me. She was crazy. Like, literally crazy. Oh.
Which one did you not remember?
The first one. What is that about? I don't know what this is.
What did it say?
It says so damn insane and more gay, but it's stickered onto, like, an arrest warrant.
Oh my god, let me look again.
I don't know what this... I don't remember this one. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow, same time. I'll probably be off by now. Stream tomorrow will probably end closer to 6 o'clock my time, whereas it's 7:30 right now. Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually read what it was stuck to.
Yeah, it literally says criminal sexual conduct under 11 with a minor.
I think that was about her ex-husband or her child's ex-husband or something. I don't know. She told me some absolutely insane shit the first time I met her. Who knows how much of it is true? But I mean, in the same conversation, she was talking about how her daughter's child was getting taken away by this guy who'd like done all this criminal activity, and how her car was bugged by the government.
Yeah.
So, you know, which of these things are true? Who's to say? She also told me one time that she blacked out and came to completely naked in a kiddie pool in her backyard.
Oh yeah, I think you've told me that before. Fucking crazy.
Crazy shit.
Bye, Rot, if you haven't left already. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Bye, Rot.
I don't know how late I'll be streaming tomorrow, though. Probably not very late at all. Maybe another half hour max, and then call it.
Okay. I do kind of want to hop off at 9, so that works.
Yeah, that's why I figured half an hour. That'll get us to, well, we'll get to an hour of actually reading Reddit, so. My neck. You're the asshole. The drawer you were using is a vegetable crisper drawer, and recommendations for food hygiene are to keep meat, especially open meat, separate from other things in the fridge. There's a reason you were annoyed that the meat ended up on your yogurt, and it's because you're aware that there's potential for leakage onto food items. You need to come to an agreement about this, but even prior to your mate going vegetarian, I would have been iffy about how you stored your meat if I was him. Yeah. Thank you, someone who understands food hygiene. Finally, putting meat in a bloody vegetable crisper. You're the asshole. Meat always goes to the bottom, if not nowhere near raw veggies. Your yogurt has a lid, I assume, and vegetables usually are not packed in anything aside from a bag and maybe eaten raw. So I don't think it's a fair comparison. The hypocrisy to me is that you don't see you doing it to him is wrong, but you're upset with him putting the meat over your yogurt. My biggest issue is OP making a very simple request at their roommate as a huge issue. The fact that the roommate turned vegan has nothing to do with this. Yeah,
they're just making it into a loud angry vegan thing, trying to get us on their side.
Yeah, no, that's just basic shit. Like, I don't want your meat's juices on my food. Like, I don't, stop it. Like vegan or not, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so insistent on putting meat in the vegetable crisper? I think it's in everyone sucks here, personally. Ooh, spicy. Alrighty. Ooh, short too. I, female 49, went with my husband on a...
You good? Don't die.
I'm fine. I don't know what happened there.
Are you though?
No. I went with my husband on a trip for 2 days, leaving my son, male 12, and daughter 17, home alone. I did not know my daughter had a boyfriend before this. Through our gardener, I found out that my daughter's boyfriend had been staying over without my permission for 2 nights. I got angry at my daughter and banned her from seeing him and took away her going out privileges. She told me that she's sorry and that she didn't ask for permission, but said that she knew I would not say yes, and she wanted a male figure around to feel safer. I still think it was inappropriate for him to stay the night. Am I the asshole? Edit.
I do not think it was about safety.
No, it probably wasn't. She's 17. They were probably fucking. Edit. This is what I know from her from her brother of the boyfriend. Oh, this is what I know from my son about the boyfriend. He is 17, same age as my daughter. They have been together a little over half a year. When he comes over, they take the brother out for meals. Our kitchen is under renovation, and they play video games together. He sometimes sends the brother to school in the mornings, and they were friends before they dated, and the gardener is not the boyfriend. That's an important detail. It's an important detail. That's funny. Another spam email. Fuck off. God.
I think it's strong to even call the daughter an asshole, but she
No.
did the wrong thing. The mom is not the asshole, but to call the 17-year-old girl an asshole for doing a 17-year-old girl
I
thing
don't think it's a
is
is my
wrong.
kid. I don't think this is her asking is my kid an asshole. I think this is her asking was I an asshole for banning her from seeing her boyfriend.
I mean, usually the whole thing about am I the asshole is am I the asshole or is the other person the asshole?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be phrased that way.
Okay. Oh
Because yeah,
damn.
17's gonna 17, you know. You want a 17-year-old to parent a 12-year-old. You put the responsibilities of an adult on your daughter without giving her the freedom an adult has. That's pretty shitty behavior on your end. If she's old enough to parent her 12-year-old brother for 2 days, and she's old enough to have a boyfriend over.
I don't know about that one.
Don't worry, the gardener was keeping an eye on things. That little snitch. That's funny.
I would disagree that babysitting equals adult.
I think babysitting for 2 days while your parents are out of town is pretty big. It's a big deal. Especially because the son's only 12. He's not even a teenager yet. It does not want to load the fucking replies to this post. I would say no, this is just normal parenting shit. I don't think this is asshole-ish or anything. I think this is just normal teenager shit followed by normal parenting shit. But it sounds like to me. It's not actually as juicy as I was hoping it would be.
Nope, the short ones never are.
What a title. What a title. I'm so curious.
Dear God.
Right? What a title. Am I right? Am I the asshole for making my neighbor's kid depressed? So about a month ago, I got a new kitten. There's this neighboring kid, 3 to 4 years old, who also wanted to have a kitten for her birthday, but her parents did not want to take care of one, so they didn't get one for her. I happened to randomly get my new kitten at the exact same time. I let her play with my kitten a few times, but it's gotten to the point where the kid is literally pestering me about ringing my doorbell and asking me each time I leave or enter the house if she could play with the cat. Now, whenever I open my door, the kid is there at the door staring at me. The kid still doesn't go to school, so she's always there waiting for me to get home. A couple of days
This is
ago...
a 3 to 4-year-old with no parents accompanying her, just kind of standing around and walking wherever.
What it sounds like. We've got a serial loiterer early in her life. Apparently. A couple of days ago, I was really tired from a hectic day. The kid came to me again demanding she wants to see the cat, and I let her play with it for a while. I observed her mishandling the cat, and the cat also hates her. After a while, she was taken home by her mother. Later, I have ordered some food and opened my door to collect it, and there the damn kid was again, asking if she could play with the cat again. I got really vexed at this point and lied to her that I have decided to give the cat away to a friend. Now the kid is sad and depressed and has stopped eating, and that is making me feel guilty. She demands I bring the cat back. I just want to have some peaceful time after work, and this kid has lately become a problem. Am I the asshole here? No, her fucking parents are the asshole. Why are they just letting their fucking 3-year-old go to the neighbor's house 24/7? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, and also, the kid's gonna forget about it in like a week. Yeah, the kid's depressed now, but like, it's a 3 to 4-year-old. They forget things so fast.
Yeah, they move on. Yeah. I don't know why the comments aren't loading.
Reddit's trying to nuke itself.
I guess. They were loading just fine earlier. I don't know why they're not now. Not the asshole, but her parents are. Why the hell are they letting their kid hang out at a neighbor's house alone? That's so fucking weird to me as a parent. Also, they're okay with her bothering her neighbor so much. My kids have been friends with the neighbors we have in the past, and I've always been clear that you can say hello, and if invited over, we can all go together, but you're never to ask to visit or assume you're able to visit because you need to respect other people's time and space.
And like, trusting their kid to just be like wandering around and being with an adult alone, who knows what could happen to their child, even if they know this neighbor. Hello.
Hello, Jarek. There's a Jarek in the chat.
How's it going?
And of course he's here towards the end of it. We've only got like 15 minutes left, so 4 a.m. here. Gross.
Disgusting.
You up for work or are you just up? Either way, it's gross. Just up, yeah.
Rip.
Max, they won't let me pet the doggos in Zelda, and it's upsetting.
Really?
Yeah, you can only feed them, and then they follow you around, but you can't pet them. It's so rude. Because you can just
So you
stand...
can still...
You just stand there, and the dog will stand there and look up at you, but you can't pet the dog.
You could pet them in the last game, couldn't you?
No. You can only feed them.
Oh, okay. I thought you could. Because I knew you could do butter dog %, but I didn't know whether you could actually pet them.
Yeah, no,
I thought I'd seen Link petting them.
You know, you feed the dog, and then they take you to treasure, but you can't pet them, which is rude. And I need that update. I need that in, like, the DLC or something. Like, you need to be able to pet the dogs. This is upsetting and unfair, because Link will just stand there and stare down at the dog, and the dog will stare up back at him, and then he won't pet the dog, and it's just really frustrating. Because he's being...
So
the dog is just being such a good boy, and then Link won't pet him, because there is no prompt to pet the dog. The best I can do is whack it with a stick, and I don't want to whack it with a stick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
See,
you can
Red
pet them
Dead
in Red Dead? Yes. I gotta play that game, Max. I need to pet some doggos. What were we gonna say about Red Dead?
Jarek mentioned Red Dead.
Yeah, I know.
These parents are seriously parenting their child like it's the 70s. Insane.
I know, right? Yeah, you can go to the neighbor's house by yourself, 3-year-old child.
You know these people don't lock their doors.
All right. Short one as well. Am I the asshole for not apologizing to my girlfriend's parents? I, 17 male, am moving in with my girlfriend, 17 female, and her parents. I do not get along well with them, but I've been trying to make it work. Why are you moving in with them if you don't get along well with them then?
Yeah, exactly.
You're the asshole. End of story. Like, you shouldn't be moving in if they don't like you and you don't like them. Like, this isn't a good arrangement. They just bought a new kitchen appliance set. Yesterday, I was alone in the house and decided to make dinner for the family. After preheating the oven, it began to smoke. I called my girlfriend's mom, not knowing what to do, but was brought to voicemail. To my surprise, I unknowingly melted a plastic dish cover, causing the oven to smoke, as well as leaving an odd plastic coating throughout the oven. Keeping it in mind, I've never lived in a household that stores things in the oven. Yeah, that's...
Wait, they were storing things in the oven?
Yeah.
Why?
I think that's a thing a lot of black people do. I've seen that.
So
I've seen
strange.
memes about it on Black TikTok before and Black Twitter. So, I don't know. I'm sure some white people do it as well, but I never have. I mean, the closest we've gotten to storing stuff is like leaving one of the metal pans in there or something, like one of the metal dishes, like not dishes, like, you know what I mean, what we would use to reheat pizza on. Yeah. Also, who the fuck moves in at 17? I wonder why he's moving in at 17. Jarek says, who doesn't store things in the oven?
You only store stuff in that weird little bottom drawer underneath the oven. That's where you put, like, your glass casserole dishes and your cookie sheets and stuff, but who's put stuff in the hot part?
I don't know. My girlfriend's mom calls me back after I'd already removed everything inside the oven. I tell her what happened, and she starts yelling at me through the phone that I am stupid for not opening it to check before turning it on, and to stop cooking because she doesn't want her kitchen destroyed. Later that night, when everyone arrived home, I did not say much due to the confrontation that we had on the phone. I do not do well with conflict and tend to get very anxious. My girlfriend told me that I should have apologized to them for almost ruining their brand new oven and melting the plastic. Me being upset and stubborn, I do not feel the need to apologize for the accident, seeing as this is not the first time her mom has blown up on me for simple mistakes. Am I the asshole? I don't think you're an asshole, but yes, you should apologize.
Yeah, correct.
And the update says, thank you all for your input and advice. I spoke to my girlfriend's mom and apologized. We're okay now. I know I have a lot of learning and growth to do. I appreciate the feedback. I don't think he's an asshole. I just think he should apologize because he did fuck up. Like, it's pretty simple, basic adult shit. It's not even adult shit. It's just basic shit. You fuck up someone's stuff, you apologize, and sometimes even replace it depending on the thing or the situation, like who it is whose shit you've broken. So... I'd like to add that keeping things in a fire maker is not very smart either. I don't think he's an asshole, though. I mean, I would say he's an asshole for not apologizing, but I don't think he's an asshole. I think he's a kid.
Yeah, I guess the asshole thing was not apologizing, not what he actually did, but the way he reacted after he did it.
Yeah, the fuck up wasn't an asshole thing to do. People fuck up. It happens. I wouldn't think to check for storage in an oven, because I've also never lived anywhere where we store shit in the oven, because we've always got that under drawer thing, so we would always store stuff in there. Pretty much all oven things would be stored in the under stove thing. So I wouldn't think to look either, but then you fix the problem and you apologize. It's really not that complicated. It was not needing of a Reddit post, I can tell you that much.
He's 17. He needed to ask somebody else if he needed to apologize, because he's 17. He doesn't have common sense yet.
He's a fucking baby, so he's a little fetus. Tiny little child. I'm going to take a picture of my oven in my German apartment.
Yeah, show me German oven. An oven with free healthcare.
Yes. It's basically built into my cupboards. What do you mean?
Interesting.
How so? Is that different from what we have? Like, where it's sitting in between cupboards? Are you not there right now? Can you not send a photo of it right now? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, right, didn't you say you're somewhere that you can't say right now? Or is that just...
You're like out of
because you said something about you had currency that you couldn't tell us about, so I assume that means you're wherever that currency is from.
Ooh.
Because I guess the currency would give it away.
A very mysterious person.
Mm-hmm. Also, you expect me to remember things, Jarek? You should know me enough by now to know I'm not going to remember shit. Okay? My stovetop isn't over my oven.
Okay, weird. That is very weird.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to see a photo of that at some point, because I'm having a hard time imagining what the fuck that's gonna look like. Max, I found a new spider in my apartment. There's one back there in the back corner. Near the...
Is he big?
No, it's like the same kind that I squished the other night that's got the fat ass. Over there in the corner. Just chilling. Underneath my water alarm.
Your water alarm?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means. I wonder if it's like if there's flooding, it's an alarm? I don't know.
Oh, a flood sensor. Okay.
I guess since I'm on the bottom, I have one. I don't know. My fridge is hidden as if it's a cabinet door. We love to see it. Or not see it, I guess, in this case. Oh, Max, did you see the new TV stand that I think I want to buy?
I think maybe you mentioned it. Was it in the cart?
Yeah, it's in the save for later.
Okay, then I've probably seen it. I feel like you've shown me on call, though.
We haven't talked about it yet. This was literally last night.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I haven't. I was in the Amazon cart this morning, though.
I'll pull it up.
You can't see my face anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Tap so tiny.
It's this. I think this is also the color I want to get. It's a bit more expensive than the other one I was looking at, but it's also a bit more sturdy. It's also on a good sale right now, and has a lot of ratings. So, whereas the other ones I've been looking at don't have very many ratings on them. So, there's one in here, a photo in here of, yeah, this is what it will look like, except I'm gonna get the darker colored one, because this TV is the same size as my TV. So this is basically what it'll look like in my apartment.
No, I remember you telling me about a TV stand where somebody had the TV the same size as yours.
I don't think that was this. I've not told you about this one, I don't think. Because I literally just found this one last night, right before I went to bed. And we haven't really had a conversation since then, so. Why did I get a beep? Did you get a beep and I heard your beep? Why did I get a Discord beep?
Who's to say?
Oh, it's not.
Oh, I think Jimmy.
I see.
Sorry, Jarek sent you something. Words, phrases.
Oh. Weird. So where's the oven? I assume that's a dishwasher hidden in there as well. Can I show it on stream? You posted it in Discord, so I'm sure, I assume it's fine if I show it on stream. But I figure I'd ask. Okay. So this is the oven right here.
Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh my god. That
And
is
then-
so big for Germany.
This is the fridge?
Like, holy shit.
This is the fridge? Yeah, this room looks huge.
It's so sleek. I seriously love the aesthetic.
You would never know this was a fridge. This whole, like, these two are the fridge? It's weird to have a handle on the bottom, I guess. This is still open like a normal fridge.
It's gotta be so confusing for visitors. They're
Yeah.
like, I don't know where a goddamn thing is.
Yeah. Looks very sleek, though. Bottom is freezer. Alright.
Oh, is it a baby tiny oven? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, I think it's
Next
this little
fridge.
oven. This part here, the little black bit. Which is just
That's
almost
what I
off
would
screen.
expect.
And the stovetop, yeah. With drawers under it, which is weird. See, but why do you store stuff in the stove? You got so much storage, huh? Unless some of these are like fake drawers, which I could see. I can see that being a thing. It's funny, the funny thing about this specific dresser, or not dresser, TV stand thing is that basically all the comments are like, oh, it took about 2 hours to assemble. And then there was this guy who posted one of the like video reviews that you can post about certain stuff, these here, and he said it took him about 30 minutes. And I was like, I don't believe you. Because
Man puts together furniture for fun.
every single one of the fucking comments that mentioned how long it took to put it together said it took 2 hours. So 1 to 2 hours.
Wow, this man speed runs. He buys IKEA furniture just to put it together. It's like buying jigsaw puzzles, but furniture though.
It's not IKEA, but yeah. I looked at IKEA. That shit's fucking expensive, huh?
No, it's just IKEA's notorious. And yeah, it is a little expensive, but like, you know what you're paying for? So.
Sure.
Like, IKEA is very consistent about the quality of their stuff. And I think that they use their money for better things. So, as opposed to just, like, blind buying something from a random brand on Amazon that you don't know, like, about the quality of, I know what I'm getting from IKEA.
Third door from the left is the dishwasher. Ah, so the one that's kind of under the sink, but not. Okay.
At first glance, it looked like Jarek had more storage in his kitchen than I have in my entire apartment, but now that we're revealing secret appliances, I think maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to go in and try to buy it now while it's on sale, because I don't know how long that sale's going to last, and it's 41% off right now. And it's not going to get here until next week anyways, so...
Nico, you better read this post fast. I'm very sleepy.
Okay. It's not super long. All right. This is the last post of the night, and then we are calling it a night on stream because we had such a long stream last night that I cannot be doing another one tonight. Max, those are the only cupboards in my entire apartment, aside from the bathroom, I guess.
Yeah, I have about that much storage space in my kitchen, and then all else I have is my bathroom cabinets and a single cabinet in my bedroom, or a single like closet in my bedroom that's like very small for an American closet, and that's it.
I've probably got about the same amount of cabinet space in the kitchen, maybe a little less, because a lot of my cabinets are really skinny and tall, so it's very limited what you can fit in them. But
I mean, I'm also coming from walk-in closet plus coat closet plus the closet in Nico's office, so coming down to a like normal people size closet, and that's the only closet in the apartment, is quite a shock.
Yeah, my closet's only a walk-in because it's got the washer dryer in there. That's the only reason you can walk into it. All right. Am I the asshole for making my parents choose between me and my brother? I, 21 male, have a brother Tim who's 24. Ever since we were young, he's always bullied me for not being as smart as him and sneering at my passion for sports. Our parents tried to stop him, but the Asian household we live in meant they value brains over brawn, so he was always favored growing up. Less so now as I have a stable job and able to show my worth more. I still do love them, but not Tim. He can't bully me as much as I outmuscle and outsize him, but the insults and jabs over 10 years are a sticking point. End of last year, I came out as gay. My parents
Only
took time...
10 years.
What?
They've been in each other's lives for 21 years. Why only 10 years? I was just confused about him saying 10 years of bullying when they're 21 and 24.
Over 10 years. Maybe they haven't, like, lived together in a minute.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Since I assume they've both done college, so since they're both at least college age, if not older, so that'd be several years of not being constantly in each other's lives, and I'm sure they haven't been doing it from day one, so, all right. My parents took time to accept it, my parents took time to accept it. Dad is even going to Asian support groups to find out more. Tim, however, went off his rockers, verbally screaming at how I was a disgrace and a shame. I must have ruined our genes, mocking whether I even had a quote-unquote real penis. Mom said that she just needs more time to process, but he's shown none of that, getting worse and joining this religious group at his university. Sounds like you just need to cut him off. Just cut him out of your life. He's clearly not been a positive part of your life thus far, so why try to continue to have him in your life when he's clearly not accepting of your existence? This weekend I came home late to find my room had been emptied completely. My clothes, posters, all my gym and sports equipment, all my books, everything gone. The only thing intact was my laptop. I asked my parents and they had no idea as they were out and left the house to Tim and his project group. They called him downstairs and he said that he was curing my perverted ways and that him and his religious group are going to change me for the better. I won't repeat all that he said, but he made a list of everything he threw out and why each made me a pervert. Among the items he threw out was a signed item worth $1,200. Oh, the way I would kill him. The way he'd be dead. You can't just... I am 21 years old. You can't just throw all of my shit away. The fuck? Like, I'd be calling the cops. Like, what the fuck? He threw all my shit out. Like, what? I'd be calling the police on him. I am finally fed up and straight up told my parents that either he stays or I stay, but I'm not living with someone who hates me. I recounted since I'm young about him bullying, insulting, stealing, and ruining my stuff. This wasn't the first time. I made it clear that while I love him, if they still supported Tim ruining my life, I was cutting off contact. I grabbed my laptop and bag because I had nothing else and left, staying at a friend's place. I've cooled down and called my mom, saying that I won't cut off contact, but while Tim is still living at home, I won't ever be visiting. She's begged me to reconsider, that we can still fix the relationship, that she and Dad are getting my stuff back. But I am adamant that I can't coexist with Tim. I have money saved up so I can rent and survive easily enough, so living is not an issue for me, unlike Tim, who is still studying. Ooh, you're out of school, but he's still in school at 24. Ooh, get it. My friends support my decision to move out, but my relatives have been saying that I'm going overboard, that I shouldn't punish my parents for what Tim did, that I should still show, how do you say that, Max?
Filial piety.
Thank you. They all say that I'm an asshole for forcing my parents between two sons. Even if Tim is wrong, I'm close to my relatives. I have a cousin who may as well be my actual brother, and even he thinks I should not be so aggressive with cutting Tim out. I do feel bad for my parents, but I don't think I'm wrong to get away from that toxicity. No, you're not wrong to get away from that toxicity.
Not at all.
You said you grew up in an Asian household, so it wouldn't be a big assumption, I think, or leap to assume that the rest of your family is also Asian. And if there's one thing we know about Asian culture is that family is considered like above all else. So it kind of makes sense that they're going to be like, you shouldn't cut out your family. That they wouldn't understand necessarily that, like, for queer people, sometimes that's what you have to do to exist. And it's not like you're cutting your parents out, you're just cutting Tim out. But because he lives with them and you don't want to be around him because he's the worst, you also end up not seeing your parents. So no, you're not the asshole. Absolutely not.
He'd be the asshole if he made himself stay with those parents, because he'd be being an asshole to himself.
Yeah. Fuck that generational trauma. Yeah.
For sure.
Not the asshole. Press charges on your brother. Take that list of items that he admitted to stealing and report him to the police. Yeah, he made a list of items. Yeah, and the group as well. Yeah. Because the police is known to be so friendly towards LGBTQ groups, right? Yeah, but this is a crime with proof, because the brother made a list of the items that they threw out, so, because he's fucking stupid. You know, not the asshole, your brother is abusive. The fact that he has a pack of equally abusive friends who want to change you for the better sends chills down my spine. Packs are even more dangerous than individuals, and once religion gets involved, it's even worse again. Throwing all your things away is bad enough, but he's received no punishment for it, so there's been no consequence for him as a result, meaning he is going to get worse. You must protect yourself, and yes, cut contact with your parents. If they don't pass consequences onto your brother, they need to know it will be on them instead. Don't take pity on them, they have enabled this. I fully agree.
True.
Not the asshole, but you are neglecting your brother's duties by not giving him a proper ass-kicking for throwing away your stuff. Ass-kickings work wonders with bullies.
Right, and he did say he is bigger than the asshole.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree with calling the police and pressing charges. He threw all of your shit away, and has proof that he threw all of your shit away, and has admitted that he threw all of your shit away. Like, that is a crime. You're an adult. It's not like your parents threw it away. Like, I assume it's their house you live in. If they had thrown it out, maybe you could... maybe you wouldn't be able to press charges because it's their property, but he's not the owner of the household, so that is not the case.
And if a single one of those items was worth $1,200, this is not petty theft anymore. This is a big deal.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see an update from this one. Yeah, report this crime as a theft. Let your brother spend the night in jail. Maybe it will loosen his tongue. Also report his group to the university as a hate group that organized the theft of your property based on their bigotry and try to get names. Also, they left the laptop. What the fuck? If anything, this contributes to my debauchery. It's my laptop. Huh?
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Yeah, for sure. Report him to the university. Make his life hell in that way as well.
Yeah.
If he's so proud of how smart he is and makes fun of you for how bad you are in that department, get him expelled.
Yeah. Not the asshole, hold your ground. This is absolutely the hill to die on. Yep. I'm glad a lot of people are saying call the police. I mean, this isn't a proper response, and I'll probably get in trouble for suggesting this, but, like, just beat the fuck out of him. I grew up on a farm, so maybe things are different in that world, but if one of my siblings ever went this far, there are physical consequences. Good luck, OP. You'll be better off out of the house and never speaking to him or them ever again. Yeah.
And he said specifically this wasn't the first time that the brother had done things to his possessions. So if if there's multiple instances of evidence that this is something that happens, I definitely would not want to go home. Definitely would not.
What? I wonder what I'm gonna eat tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna have for food tonight. Like, what am I gonna go out and get? Well, I mean, I have ramen. I could cook that, but I eat ramen at work every day, so I don't know. I guess I could go get pizza again. Edibles. I don't have any edibles. Also, I want like dinner. I want like food. A meal. Oh. You can tell the sun's finally starting to go down. Sunset's not until like 9 p.m. though.
The sun has long set. Eric's sunset long ago as well.
Yes, your sun has yet to rise. Or will be rising soon. Hey Google, when is sunset?
Today, sunset is at 9 p.m.
Yep, literally exactly 9 p.m. It was like 9:04 or something yesterday. It was like right around 9 o'clock, but not exactly 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's dark. Makes all my face hairs look darker. I'm ready to sit on the couch and binge watch some TV. I'm not sure what I'm gonna watch though. I'm gonna watch some YouTube, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch like I don't know which anime or anything I'm gonna start next.
I haven't blown my TikTok time today.
But it's your bedtime.
I can watch my TikTok though.
But
well, I could just have a little bowl of cereal and then watch TikTok.
I think I sent you one TikTok this morning.
Oh, I forgot that I was supposed to go pick up my medication. Well, the pharmacy is long closed.
Yeah, RIP.
Apparently, my doctor wants me to microdose antidepressants to make me hungry so I can eat.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I look so much more masked with this specific lighting because it makes my face hairs look a little darker.
Oh, it does. You got a real mustache.
Yeah, just the edges though. And you can kind of see the underneath part as well. Like there's like a darker line on this side.
No, it's a whole mustache. You got a whole mustache.
Yeah, but the corners are just darker. Yeah,
you got a little soul patch.
The sides are just darker. I think I might get pizza again tonight. Because then I'll have some left over to eat before I go into work tomorrow. And I'll have some to take with me maybe. And also multiple meals for tonight, which is what I'll need. Because I'm hungry now, but it's only 8 p.m. So I'm going to need to eat again at least one more time, if not 2 more times before sleep. So, yeah. And there's a pizza place less than like 2 minutes from my apartment, which is lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. I love how close the Domino's is. It's beautiful. I mean, there's several throughout town, but still.
Oh, you never changed your category. You're still on Legend of Zelda.
Oof. Oh well. It didn't bring in anybody, so.
I might have needed to refresh.
No, I didn't change it. I'll be back to Zelda tomorrow, so I'm not going to change it now, since we're basically at the end. So. I don't know why I'm trying to order this on the computer. I literally have it on my phone. Like, the exact building and stuff is already, like, coded in and whatnot. I still haven't heard from my water bill company. There's still no bill.
Free water.
Yeah, apparently. Pizza. Alrighty, that'll be it for today's stream. We've got the call thing kind of figured out, so I assume when we call on video, what does it look like? I'm gonna end the VOD here.